Welcome back to my channel, The Idea Machine. Today we are going to learn about Chapter 1.3 Enterprise, the importance and characteristics of entrepreneurs. Before we start our chapter, remember that everything begins with an idea, said by Earl Nightingale. As an overview of what we're going to learn today, we are going to quickly talk about the characteristics of entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs and what makes them successful and what are some hurdles that they face. To quickly talk about both entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs, I'll just give you a quick differentiation between the two. Entrepreneurs is a person who essentially is a person or a group of people who together start a business or a venture. Uh, they take significant risk and involve capital in this business, and they operate independently by creating a new product or a service. They're also responsible for all of the ventures internal operations, development, marketing, and financial management. Entrepreneurs, on the other hand, are people who work within existing organizations. In this case, think about yourself if you are an employee of somewhere as an entrepreneur. What you do is essentially think of ways to problem solve, optimize operations for the company that you're working for. And what this will allow you to do is essentially navigate the organizational structure and grow up the corporate ladder because you have the entrepreneurial mindset, but not a business of your own. So you're helping someone else's business to grow. In both these cases, we'll talk more about examples as we go forward. What are some indicators of success of successful entrepreneurs? So let's take a business case in mind again. Let's talk about Zomato this time around because it's one of a very successful entrepreneurial venture that I know about. In terms of innovation, they identified the market gap that a lot of tier 2, tier 3, and further restaurants do not have any way to market themselves. Commitment and self motivation. They were a dedicated platform that started from the ground up. Essentially, they did B2B, where a person or a rep from Zomato would go to your restaurant and onboard you. And today, they have a multi-million-dollar business which expands technologically and from a B2B front. Um, Entrepreneurs are multi-skilled. They essentially range in different tasks. So like Zomato before was just a platform that allowed you to list your restaurant at a point, and today you can order from it. It essentially works as a marketing tool for a lot of restaurants as well, and therefore you pay them for their service. Leadership skills. Zomato has been led by a team of fantastic individuals who are not only well learned but also their business acumen is very sharp, and that makes a big difference in when it comes to a business. Self-confidence and resilience. Their belief that they, even though they face setbacks like no funding or probably at the beginning they struggled a little bit to get restaurants on board. Today's day and age is where everyone knows about Zomato. You guys do too. And finally comes risk taking, which is the willingness to invest time and effort and money into your business and trusting your idea to make sure that it grows. Moving forward, what are some potential hurdles that a business can face? Now, these are particularly for entrepreneurs and not large businesses who are already established, but they can transcend to both. When you talk about business opportunities, it's very crucial for entrepreneurs to identify ideas from market research or personal experiences. Let's quickly again talk about Zomato, for example, right? Think about this, that a person who probably came up with Zomato was thinking, hey, so many restaurants around me, but most of them do not have a way to market themselves unless they're a big one or they have a team to market them. They're essentially just a hidden gem. So how do you bring them on a radar? That's the opportunity that they identified. Customer acquisition. One of the hurdles that they might have surely faced was when Zomato was not big enough. How do you get restaurants on board? If I'm not mistaken, I think they used to even pay restaurants at the beginning to be on Zomato, whereas cut to today, whereas any restaurant would want to be on Zomato to make sure they're doing good business. Location costs. I'm sure every business starts from somewhere. Windows, Apple, they all started from a garage, from someone's basement, and that's how Zomato did too. They were essentially a very small setup that started from Mumbai, my own city, and eventually today, where they are a multinational business spanning across multiple countries. And the last thing is competing effectively. A business like Zomato does face a lot of competition from primarily from other delivery vendors, from other options that are trying to create a service which is similar to them, especially given India's population and the number of restaurants in India. And these are some, commonly faced hurdles that entrepreneurs often. What is an entrepreneur's contribution to the economy? Now, this is crucial, right, guys? Like, whenever a business is essentially established, they not only help society grow, but they also support the economy big time. First and foremost is employment. Every entrepreneur will create jobs. At the beginning, they might start small, but they always focus on hiring more people and expanding and growing. Economic growth, they essentially boost GDP and tax revenues for whatever country they're in, which Zomato is doing for India right now. Survival and expansion. Growing businesses will always compensate for declining industries. Hotels, tourism are considered to be seasonal in most of the countries, but a platform like Zomato can always make sure that no matter where your restaurant is, you're always on the radar and that people keep ordering, and therefore the business keeps growing. Innovation, a new venture like this drives creativity. Zomato definitely gave the platform for not only restaurants but also people to be more creative and deliver a service that was not thought of before. Exports, it allows I recently saw that they have intercity delivery at this point. So imagine a small joint from Hyderabad or from somewhere in the south delivering food to Bombay. It allows you to essentially letting cultures and food transcend borders of cities, and make resources available for people who want to try and taste the food from somewhere else. Personal development, a platform like Zomato definitely has resources for their employees to grow personally as well. And the last thing is social cohesion, which is essentially just reducing social issues like unemployment by job creation. What is an entrepreneur's contribution to the company? So, quickly, just to switch gears a little bit, like I said before, an entrepreneur in this case would be, let's say, think about an employee working at Zomato right now. Uh, with creativity and innovation, what they can do is they can continue to introduce new products and sales approaches. Again, think about the fact that Zomato before was just a place where you could list a hotel. Cut to today, where you can order food, you have a loyalty program, and so many other things. I'm sure the great employees there, have driven that idea forward. Operational improvement. A lot of these employees were with the entrepreneurial mindset enable an organization to optimize their operations and allow them to cut costs, allow them to expand, and allow them to sell their product better. Promoting innovation and change. An entrepreneur, when they have the drive and when they have the motivation to grow, they always push other people also, and they continue to push innovation, which is crucial within any organization for their growth. Competitive edge. Zomato today is where it is because definitely because of not only because of the founder's vision, but also because of the employees who are part of it, right? So that definitely gives the company a big competitive edge. And the last thing is retaining talent. When you're pushing people who are thinking for your company and who are always wanting to grow with you, it helps you retain talent better. People like your company, they're loyal to you, and they will stay longer naturally and continue to bring growth. Thank you for watching today's video, guys. If you like my content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And also check me out on Instagram and TikTok at IdeaMachine09. Thank you so much.